Hi everyone, welcome back to Make It with Mod Podge. My name's Cathie and today I've got one of my favorite types of videos to share with you. I've got 1, 2, 3 Dollar Tree ideas for ornaments that you can make. Now these can be personalized. I'm doing some glittered monogram ornaments, some faux pet portraits on those adorable easels, and we're going to be doing napkin decoupage with a little faux snow scene on some of those square plastic ornaments. These are all super easy to do, so let's just dive right into the tutorials. For the monogram ornaments, I'm starting with Mod Podge gloss, and I'm going to be using glitter. I like to use gloss for this project because it keeps the glitter super shiny. And I'm using one of these plastic fillable ornaments. You can use a glass one as well, but if you're doing this with kiddos, plastic works best. So you're just going to pour some Mod Podge directly into the ornament, and then twirl that around and give it a spin until the Mod Podge is completely coated on the inside. These do take a couple of days to dry, so it's best to do these in advance. Now, a lot of people do these in the classroom. If you're doing them in the classroom, if you did them on a Friday and you came back on a Monday, they would be dry. So for this, I'm just going to put my hand on there and give it a good shake to make sure the Mod Podge is completely covering it. And then I'm going to pour out any of the excess Mod Podge because you really just want a nice thin coating. Then it's as easy as adding your glitter. You can grab a small funnel like this at the dollar store to fill up with your glitter. Ultra-fine glitter works great here, and chunky glitter works too. Then just go ahead and shake that ornament until the glitter is completely dispersed all on the inside. And you can see I'm going to tap out any extra glitter. And now we're going to turn this upside down in a paper cup so that any extra will fall out. And this is what it looks like after drying for a couple of days. Look how gorgeous that color is. Now you can add an embellishment. For here, I'm going to do these gorgeous monogram stickers, and I'm just stickering it directly onto the ornament. You could do all different kinds of designs here, but this is such a fun and easy way to do a monogram ornament. So go ahead and add your little hanger back, and look how cute these turn out. So easy. All right, let's get started with our next project. These are our little art canvases. These are from Dollar Tree also, and this time I'm using matte Mod Podge. I'm going to use wax paper to create a template or a pattern of the shape of my canvas. Now this canvas and the little wood easel come from Dollar Tree for $1.25. And you can see I've just used my fingers to mark that shape into the wax paper. This is important, and it's really good to use wax paper here because this way you'll be able to have a pattern that you can see through, and you can really line it up onto the image that you want to feature on the canvas. So I pin that down. I'm cutting it a little bit oversized so that it overlaps onto the edges of the canvas. Now we're ready to just Mod Podge this down. You can use gloss here too, but I like to use matte in case a little bit of the formula seeps through the fabric. If you had fabric formula, you could also use it here, but it's not necessary since we're not going to be washing this. Now go ahead and center up your fabric. You do have a little bit of time and room to play around with that. I sort of like to make sure that little dog is right in the center. This is kind of like a cute little faux pet portrait. Just give that a good nice rub down, make sure that's really secure. And then we're going to glue our edges to the back side. I'm using Mod Podge here, but you could use hot glue and that probably would be a little bit faster. You definitely want to Mod Podge the front of the canvas, that way you get that nice, flat, smooth, glued down fabric. So here I'm just adding a little bit, putting a little piece of blue tape just to secure it while it's drying. So I've got the corners down. Now I'm going to go in and glue down those edges. This is going to dry for about 15 minutes, and then we're going to be ready to finish off the backside. For the backside, I want to finish this off because it's going to hang on a tree, so the chances of seeing the backside of it are pretty great. So let's just add a bead of hot glue there, and then I'm going to glue just a felt square to the back. You could use a piece of cardstock here, scrapbook paper. It's really not going to be that visible, but it is a nice polished look for the ornament. Now, if you were into characters, you could do any kind of fabric here that you wanted, but I love these little pets. All right, let's finish off the edge with some sparkle ribbon. Again, this is just an extra step to make it a little bit more finished. And for those wood easels, I'm painting them with some treasure gold. You could paint them black, gold, silver, whatever you want. You could even leave them the natural wood, depending upon the look you're going for. But these little pets were so regal, so I decided to go with gold. I'm adding some twine there to be a hanger. And then I'm just gonna use hot glue to glue the whole thing together. And for that, I'm just adding some hot glue to the frame there, our easel. And then we're gonna go ahead and just slide that pet portrait right on top and glue that down. Look how cute these turn out. So I made a series of 3 of these, but I think this would look so cool all over a tree. All right, let's do some napkin decoupage. You know we're gonna be separating those napkin plies. We're only using the top printed ply. This was a napkin that I picked up at a yard sale, but I know that these are still out on the market, so if you love that spode tree, you can pick these up at online retailers. Now go ahead and use some water. That's just water in a detail paintbrush. We're gonna paint around our image, and then we're gonna tear that image out of the napkin. That's gonna create a feathered edge. And the feathered edge is going to make the napkin blend a little bit more seamlessly with our ornament base and our painting. You can see here I let that dry just a tiny bit too long with our lights. So I'm gonna go ahead and add Mod Podge. For this, this is a reverse decoupage. So this is what would be considered the back of the ornament. And I'm gonna be placing the tree with the printed side down. So you can see I put that printed side down. That way you can see the tree through the ornament. You can do it all different ways. If you wanted to do this on the front, you would put it tree side up. But I kind of like the idea of looking at the tree through the ornament. And this is a plastic ornament also. Let's just trim up that bottom section a little bit. And once that's all trimmed up, I'm going to top coat with a little bit more Mod Podge, and that will just seal down the napkin. So I've got the napkin down, glued, and now I'm just sealing over it. It's a little bit hard to tell, but that's still the back of the napkin. Now I'm going to let this dry for a couple of hours, and then I'm going to use some multi-surface paint by Apple Barrel, and I'm just matching the background color of the napkin and painting that on the back. And you can see once you do that, the colors of the napkin really pop through. I did 2 coats of that, and then I'm filling the ornament with some of these little pom-poms and fake snow. Look how adorable these turn out. I've got 3 different napkins to show. So cute and such an easy, fun craft.
Thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope you enjoyed those 3 budget-friendly ornament ideas. Not only are they easy to make, but they're gonna look great on your tree, having that personalized handmade ornament. I'll be back here next week with another fun project to share with you. And until then, have a wonderful crafty week. Bye.